What's up, people? JB the drummer, Charlie Gunter the guitar extraordinaire.
No! It's burning!
Today, just for future reference, guys, for future reference, just ignore him when he does that. It really crushes him inside. So today we're getting into a legendary brand, Limp BIZKIT. Now, Limp BIZKIT have literally blown my socks off with Boiler. I've listened to that ever since we reacted to it. It's been on rotation every day for me. Literally, I know, yeah, it's just an amazing song. I could talk about it all day. So it's gonna be hard for me listening to this because literally they can't do more than what they did with that song for me personally. So I already know that I'm gonna have a bias. But I'm gonna go in with open ears anyway. So this is a newish song. It's been out for a year. And the song's called Out of Style. So here we go.
But we can start today to make a better tomorrow. Asking for something, while I'm asking for nothing. When's it gonna change? Hurts me in a loving kind of way. I'ma celebrate. Yeah. It's time to rock this motherfucker, cause I'm always out of style. Never change my style, cause my style is kinda fresh. You bitches asking for a sound check. Check 1, 2, bitch. You barely touch the ground, yeah. Choked up on your bounce game, coming down the mountain. Copycat, you lucky that I let you hang around me. Check 3, 4, BIZKIT out there on the bounty. In the war zone, got these campers all around me. We should be on the same team, on the motherfucking same team. If we ain't, then we nothing, we nothing. Got serious for a second. I would say delirious for the record. Looking back as a skeptic, why is there a cross hanging from my necklace? When's it gonna change? Hurts me in a loving kind of way. I'ma celebrate. Yeah. It's time to rock this motherfucker, cause I'm always out of style. Never change my style, cause my style is kinda fresh. You bitches asking for a sound check. Check 1, 2, bitch. You barely touch the ground, yeah. Choked up on your bounce game, coming down the mountain. Copycat, you lucky that I let you hang around me. Check 3, 4, BIZKIT out there on the bounty. In the war zone, got these campers all around me. We should be on the same team, on the motherfucking same team. If we ain't, then we nothing, we nothing. It's time to rock this motherfucker, cause I'm always out of style. Never change my style, cause my style is kinda fresh. You bitches asking for a sound check. Check 1, 2, bitch. You barely touch the ground, yeah. Choked up on your bounce game, coming down the mountain. Copycat, you lucky that I let you hang around me. Check 3, 4, BIZKIT out there on the bounty. In the war zone, got these campers all around me.
Imagine what would happen if every person in the United States...
Shut up.
You? Or shall I?
Go ahead.
Well, you know what? I'm a fan of Wes Borland, so I love the Borland guitar riffs. He's always imaginative. He always seems to get my head bopping. So that's my favorite thing about this song. Everything else, you know what? To be honest, I think if I heard this track back in the, back in the day in there when they were doing the most, I'll probably get into it. If I was to hear this for the first time for like, say it was a new album, and I'll be like, yeah. I can tell production wise, we're talking production. Things have changed. The drums, the snare sounds heavier, all of that lot. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There's yeah, and it's kind of more the same, really, in a way.
No.
He's dropped some F-bombs. I think he dropped a new N-word in there. I was like, oh, wait, shoot, is that an N-word? Is he doing an N-word thing there? But like, yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved that song.
Oh, for real?
That song, I don't know about the rest of the album, but that song was, for me, a perfect depiction how older bands should still keep and hold on to their source. Now, they haven't flipped the script and changed it up too dramatically, but they've kept to the core of what they do. And as I was sitting there, I was like, yeah, the way he raps isn't necessarily in style anymore. But because he's embraced, I don't know, it's not that he's embraced it, but I don't know, there's something about the way they do it, for me, that doesn't sound super dated. It sounds more vintage. Like, okay, this is a sound of the past, but it's still for me, it holds up. Now, that groove, that groove is infectious. That groove is just, I was just trying to be as still as possible to see if I could actually be still and not groove. Like, I was literally holding myself back. It was a battle inside. It was a don't you move.
I thought you didn't like it.
No, don't move.
Yeah.
I don't want to move. And I just wanted to see if I could physically and mentally not move to such an infectious groove. And I just about made it out. But that groove, dirty. The mix, the tone, the timbre, the little in-between parts, that sound like on top of, going alongside with the chords, it was just like, ugh. I don't care what time your music was produced. If you're doing stuff like that, it's timeless. I'm sorry. The only thing that was a bit agey to it was obviously the delivery and the rap. But for me, the fact that he has owned it, and I think you told me that he said that, he was talking about obviously getting older and stuff like that. But the fact that he's kind of owned it and said, this is my style, this is my steez, has kind of made me feel a bit like, okay, then it's not dated because this is what he does. He's just a character voice. This is what he brings to the table. This is him. When people acknowledge their agingness, or they're like, oh, I should rap like the new kids, that's when what they did before is dated. But when they still bring it through, it's like, no, this is what I do. This is how I rap. It sounds. But then I can hear myself saying, but what are you talking about? Because you said you didn't like Zach De La Rocha because that rapping was corny. Yes, it is corny. And if you haven't watched that video, go watch that video because it's gonna make you think. Whether you want to still subscribe to this channel.
Types. Yeah.
But no, this, for some reason, although it is a dated sound, it felt fresh. It felt fresh. And I think Wes Borland,
Yeah. Guitar.
Freaking genius. And if it's out of him and Tom Morello for me in terms of like just dirty riffers, man. It has to be. But I would say Wes Borland takes the. I'll say Tom Morello has more bangers, more sick riffs, but Wes he just gets you in a different place. He just gets you in a different place. Like, it's more filthy. You know what I mean? It's more filth. Mate, I could talk about this song all day. I didn't think I would find another song, because Limp BIZKIT are very hit and miss, man. Like, they're either geniuses in the studio or absolute idiots, where it's like, what the... Or it's corny, where it's like, ugh. You know? But this right here... This was nice. This was beyond nice, man. This is my new song to rock.
Really?
This is my new song to rock. This is my new song to rock for sure.
You wouldn't have known it if you were watching the video, innit?
No, because I was literally just trying to hold myself back and be like, you know what? Let me not get carried away, because what we tend to do is when we hear a riff like that, it's like a snake charmer. It just gets you, ooh, and you forget about everything else. So I was like, let me just listen to actually what's going on here. Let me listen to the other sections, other parts. But I found myself just waiting for that riff to come back in again. But that's fine, because some people say, oh, but that means the rest of the song wasn't good. No. It's the placement of where it was, the fact that it will disappear for a while, and that anticipation for when it's going to come again is what makes you want to hold on for the rest of the song. So it's put in places where it's like, yes. Do you get what I'm saying? And I could see myself at a concert as well, just... You know what I mean? There's music is music at the end of the day. Good music, it doesn't matter when it was made. If good music survives, good music lasts. And this song was I would love to go and be at a freaking festival and hear this song, bro. Hell yeah. Love to be at a festival and hear this song. Do you get what I'm saying? Even some outrageous stuff I'd love to be at a festival for, you know? But let me not talk about rage. Get everyone angry. Thank you guys for watching this video. Again, leave your comments down below. We are going to do a video at the end of the week where we read your comments, basically, and we reply to you. So hopefully that will encourage you to actually write more, although you guys already do. Thank you, and hopefully we'll see you next one. Peace.